Hey guys, it's Issa. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are returning. So I feel like I say this in every video, but it's been a while since I've been here and I'm back and I'm better. And I'm really excited about this video because I've been thinking about this video for so long. And today we're going to be talking about my 1 year weight loss update. Yes, guys. Can y'all see this neck bone though? Can y'all see it? Okay. Y'all, it's so funny. But okay, guys. So let me show y'all the waist. Okay, baby. Waist is snatched. So I first want to go ahead and say that I have lost, as of today, a total of 66 pounds. My starting weight was 220 pounds, and right now I have been maintaining at my lowest weight of 154. I've been balancing between 154 and 157, and it's been quite a journey to get here. It's been a whole year, which sounds so crazy. So next month will make an entire year since I have been on this weight loss journey because I have not been in maintenance mode yet. Well, I guess you could say that I have been in maintenance mode for about a month or two or a month and a half, because of the fact that I have been enjoying my summer with my friends and family. I've been going out, traveling, eating. I went to Charlotte for the first time and drove there by myself. I did a 4-hour trip on my own, guys, for the first time. And your girl is out here driving, okay? Anyways, so yeah, you guys, I started at 220 pounds. I figured out that I was 220 pounds when I went to the doctor during the pandemic. I went to the doctor because of the fact that I was struggling with my menstrual cycle, and they wanted to go ahead and put me on BC, and I told them I did not want to because I did not want to gain any weight. And the doctor said to me that, well, sis, you gained 60 pounds on your own over the past year. I said, excuse me? So that clearly was the moment for me where it sinked in. It really sinked in with me, and I was just like, okay, I gotta do something about this. So I decided to go ahead and document my journey on Instagram instead of YouTube. So it's a little bit weird for me to come on here and make updates, because I really only made probably 2 or 3 videos on YouTube about my weight loss journey, because of the fact that I was trying to keep my journey kind of private, but at the same time I was trying to share. It's really hard. I was trying to be open about it, but I was also trying to be private about it because I was scared that I wasn't going to succeed, and I wanted to go ahead and succeed and then say what it was that I was doing. So I just decided to go ahead and share on Instagram instead, the little things that I was eating, little concoctions that I was making. And then I came to YouTube. I really didn't share my journey until I lost 20 pounds. And even when I lost 20 pounds, it still didn't sink into me that I lost 20 pounds. But I didn't share with anybody my weight loss journey until I felt like, okay, this is something that is actually happening, right? So the way that I lost weight was through intermittent fasting, and that was great. I started doing 2 meals a day. That was the first way that I did it. I was doing 16-8, so I was practically starting to eat at 11 a.m. and I will be done eating by 7 p.m. And that worked really, really great. But then I felt like I hit a plateau when I got to 180. That's when I was losing about the 25 pound mark. So when I got to 180, around there, and 175 in those areas, I started to hit a plateau. So I decided that twice a week I was going to do OMAD. And then I went strictly into OMAD, which is eating 1 meal a day. I was doing OMAD during the week, and then during the weekend I was doing 16-8. So one of the things I noticed while doing 16-8, which was the 2 meals a day that I was eating, I decided that I was going to incorporate everything that I felt like I couldn't eat throughout the week. And I was like, okay, this is what we're not about to do. So I made a conscious decision that I was not going to force myself to eat things that I did not want to eat for the sake of losing weight. And I also mentioned that in some of my weight loss videos that I will link up here in case anybody wants to see that. So I told myself, all right, I'm not gonna eat carrots because I don't like carrots. I'm pretty sure I said something about that in like one of my videos that I had made. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to eat these things, you know. Instead, I decided to go ahead and start making smoothies. And my smoothie would have been my first meal, in a sense, my breakfast. And then I would have my lunch, and that will keep me satiated. One of the things that I feel like intermittent fasting didn't really teach me that I had to develop on my own was how to develop discipline. Even though I was doing intermittent fasting, I felt like it did not teach me how to tell my body to stop, how to stop eating when I'm full, basically. Some people will call it like intuitive eating, but it was just one of those things where I felt like I was losing weight, but I was still not developing the proper discipline with food that I feel like I needed. So I started to be more mindful and cautious because I feel like I wasn't being self-aware, even though I was still losing the weight. Because of the fact that I felt like I can eat everything all at once and then just be done, I felt like that's the way that I had to eat all the time. So due to the fact that I felt like I needed to eat everything all at once, it became too much. When I started eating 1 meal a day every day, the purpose was for me to incorporate all my calories for the day in that one sitting. And that became really difficult to do at a certain point because of the fact that I was losing weight. So I couldn't eat as much at once like I could in the very beginning when I started doing 1 meal a day. So I had to start breaking down my meals and eating probably, just separating my meals throughout the day. So now what I am doing is I'm trying to eat 2 meals a day because even like now it still becomes, some days I'm like hungrier than others. It's just like some days I'm not really hungry at all, and other days I'm like pretty hungry. So I'm trying to find a balance in finding like the perfect combination, what's right for me. I don't even know if that made any sense, but like I want to make sure that I'm eating enough at the same time and find the right balance of my food. And I'm also trying to develop. What I'm doing right now is I am eating 2 meals a day again. And since I can't eat all of my meals around 12 p.m. like I like to do it, I am going ahead and I always still eat at 12. I really don't eat breakfast, but if I wake up early enough to eat breakfast around 10 o'clock, I will eat it. Even better for me, honestly. But since I'm on summer vacation, I wake up late and I'll eat breakfast around 11, and then around 3:30-ish I will have I'll have my second meal. So basically 2 meals a day is what I'm doing, and I'll have a snack if I feel like it. Most days I don't have snacks because I don't feel like it's necessary, but I have a snack on like the weekends or if I am going through my menstrual cycle or prior to my menstrual cycle. That's another thing that I wanted to go ahead and touch on for my ladies. I have noticed for me personally that intermittent fasting on my period is not beneficial for me to do. I have noticed that when I did intermittent fasting in the very beginning, it actually made my periods longer, especially when I started doing OMAD. So that is another thing that I have also learned, is to be self-aware and pay attention to my body and be in tune with my body. So I do not fast when I am on my period. I try to make sure that I give my body what it needs, because you know, it's a very sensitive time, okay? And so right now, one of the things that I'm trying to do is eliminate caffeine when I am going to start my menstrual cycle or when I am on it, just so that I am not making things worse. But I know that fasting is not a good thing. One, it made the periods heavier for me. Two, it made the periods longer for me. Like, I've never really had 7-day periods until I started intermittent fasting, which was something very interesting to me. But I started to notice that once I started to eat more during my menstrual, it started to slow down. The periods became less heavy and less painful. I'm not saying that the pain completely went away, but that's just something that I have observed throughout this entire process of intermittent fasting. So let's address the exercise. So lately, I have not been going for my walks like I was doing in the beginning. In the beginning, I was walking twice a day, but now I don't even go for a walk for two reasons. One, it is hot outside, okay? This North Carolina heat is like no joke. It is no joke. Literally, one day I was in like Food Lion and I literally had to go get something to drink because I was gonna pass out in Food Lion. I like literally was going to pass out. So one of the things that I'm also making sure that I do is staying hydrated. And you know, I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I am still including electrolytes into my body, because if you are fasting out here in this heat, you guys, it ain't no joke, okay? But since I haven't been, you know, doing extreme fast like I have been doing in the beginning, I have been okay, but I still want to make sure that I'm getting my electrolytes in. But those walks outside, first of all, the bugs, it's the bugs for me. I can't do the bugs. I cannot do the bugs. And I was just like, look, I'm staying inside. You know how people say, I'm going outside this summer? Okay, I'm staying inside because the bugs ain't for me, baby. I do want to continue to do my exercises outside, and I will be doing them this upcoming fall. I'm going to get back on track to, you know, going and walking outside, because that is how I lost a lot of my weight. And, you know, weight loss is primarily calories in and calories out. So I do want to lose an additional 10 to 15 pounds. A lot of people believe that I am skinny. I am not skinny. I'm not skinny. I'm what some people would call thick, okay? I was not thick before I was fat, and now I'm thick, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I really just want to get to a slim waist because I want to look nice in a bodycon dress, and that is my goal. And so I can't tell you what weight size I'm trying to get down to, because I never really had a goal number, because I've already surpassed my actual goal. My goal was to get down to 160 or to 165, and I am under the weight for my size pretty much at this point. I'm 5'6" and I'm at 154, so I am at the exact I am exactly where I need to be for my weight. Sorry, I'm not under the weight. I am exactly where I need to be for my weight at this point in time. And that's great, but I want to be under the weight that I am supposed to be for my height. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, as long as I am doing what needs to be done to be healthy. I have been making sure that I take my vitamins. This is another thing that, you know, throughout my weight loss journey, I told you guys in the beginning that my hair was, you know, coming out and, you know, was shedding, and that was because I wasn't getting the right nutrients in. So I decided to go ahead and take some vitamins, and I also make sure that I am getting my vegetable intake in as well. And I have also incorporated all the things that I basically restricted in the beginning. Basically, I'm eating them now, okay? But of course, with moderation, right? Which that's another thing I'm trying to learn is moderation. So like I said, last time, you know, a couple months ago when I was overweight and I was eating, of course, I felt like, oh, I need a large soda. I need to get a big meal. And when I'm done with this meal, I'm going to eat something else. And then I need to have the whole bottle of wine to myself. Now, right, I drink wine, of course, because you guys know I love wine. I was never going to abandon wine. Hello. But so I can have a glass of wine and be okay. I mean, sometimes you want some more, but that's for special occasions. You know what I'm saying? I save that for the turn up, okay? But if I ain't turning up, a glass of wine is fine. Ooh. Another thing I plan to do for exercise is to start going to walk around malls, because they have like an AC there for me to walk around. And I was thinking about also getting some ankle weights so that I can go ahead and burn those calories that I need. I do have a plan for my weight loss, and I also have a plan for how I am going to continue to maintain my weight as of right now, because right now I am maintaining weight. I have not been losing weight. I have been fluctuating between 154 and 157, which is awesome because I haven't even hit 160, which is cool. I have a plan, okay? And then on top of that, the other thing is that I'm happy that right now I am maintaining weight, because this has also given me the opportunity to see what I need to be eating and how I need to be eating in order to maintain myself at this particular weight, you know. So that has been another thing that kind of made me nervous with intermittent fasting, is that if I stop, right, what am I going to do in order to maintain my weight? So I've been trying to figure out which intermittent fasting protocol I am going to do to, you know, maintain the weight. So I right now am basically doing 24, which is basically 4 hours of eating, and I have a 4-hour eating window. And so within those 4 hours, I will eat 2 meals. And like I said, when I'm menstruating, I'll have a snack. If not, then I try to avoid snacking throughout the day. I really don't like snacking. Oh yeah, and the other thing I want to go ahead and mention, in the beginning of my weight loss journey, I was also taking Slim Vans. I don't know if you guys remember me taking Slim Vans at the beginning of my weight loss journey, but I was considering taking Slim Vans again because it helped me lose weight in the very beginning, and I feel like it is going to help me lose the last 10 to 15 pounds that I'm trying to get off. But I was not thinking about rushing into taking Slim Vans right now, because I'm still trying to enjoy my summer and hang out with my family and friends and, you know, eat with them. So yeah, I just don't want to rush into that, but probably in the fall I'll go ahead and do it when, you know, things start to get hectic with school again. The last thing that I wanted to go ahead and address was the me not wanting to, I was trying to be so disciplined to the point where I was not enjoying my time with family and friends. And I want to go ahead and address this because this is a part of like mental health, and this is a part of having a healthy lifestyle, which is what I want. So it got to the point where I would not want to eat with my family and friends because I was trying to maintain my figure. Like, I'm not eating that because I'm on a diet. And I was starting to become that person, but I caught myself, guys. I caught myself. I was like, you know what? It shouldn't be like this. So I started to go ahead and, you know, like I said, I'm working on being self-aware. So I started to not only just develop my weight, but develop my character, because everything is not about how you look. Even though I want to look good, I also want to enjoy time with my friends and enjoy times with my family. So they would like offer me food and I'll be like, no. I remember one of my family members came out of town and, you know, he was offering me food and saying, I'm going to take you to eat here and take you to eat there. But I was like, no, I don't want to eat. I feel so bad about doing that now. But, you know, like, I'm more self-aware that that's, like, not cool. Like, if you're trying to lose weight, you know, be more lenient. You know, you want to do something that's sustainable. You don't want to hate your lifestyle. You don't want to hate the person that you're becoming for a figure. So now when I go out, or if I'm hanging out with my friends and family, they offer me food, I'm not ever going to reject food, because I understand. I mean, if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to force myself to eat it. But if, you know, I got a little room in the cushion and I'm hanging out, I'm not going to be that person to just be like, no, I'm not going to eat that. Or when I go out with my friend, hey, you want to go out to eat? I caught myself the other day trying to be like, no, I already ate for today. But then I was like, well, all right, let's go. Because I just don't want to be that Debbie Downer all the time. You know, I don't think that's cool. So I also want to be able to enjoy my life. And I did want to go ahead and visit different restaurants for the summer. That has been my goal, because I love food. Okay, so I want to go ahead and visit different restaurants and actually enjoy my life. You know, and even one of my family members told me, like, the other day, she's like, you know, I really like the fact that even though you're dieting, you still take the time out to basically not be that person to say you're not going to eat around other people and stuff like that. And I was like, ooh, yeah, well, your girl had to learn. Your girl had to learn. Yeah, I really don't want to be that person who is unpleasant to be around because they're on a diet, or, you know, somebody offers you some candy and you can't take the candy because you're on a diet, but you're hanging out and you're like trying to have a good time with these people, and you're just like, oh, that's not in my calories for today. You know? But of course I still want to remain in a calorie deficit, but it's my job to, you know, figure out if I'm gonna do something that day to not overindulge prior to me getting to my location, or, you know, figure it out. And the other thing I used to do, I know I said that was gonna be the last one, but the other thing that I used to do was a lot of emotional eating, and a lot of people ask me if that is something that I still struggle with. I feel like once you have like some type of form of disordered eating, you're always going to battle with it. I will say that it has become easier for me not to overindulge in food. If I'm just not hungry, I'm just not hungry. And if I'm upset, I just need to go ahead and be upset. Acknowledge those emotions and then move on with my day. Okay, we're not about to sit here and eat 50 bags of popcorn. I love popcorn, so that's why I said that. The only time when I feel like I do anxious eating is right before my menstrual cycle. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me to eat before my menstrual cycle, because it's not the way that I normally eat. But then I have to remind myself that it is okay. It's a part of the human cycle, the woman's cycle, and I'm a woman and this is gonna happen. So it's fine. I just give myself that reassurance that everything is gonna be okay. Like, this is just a season in my life, and I go ahead and give my body what it asks for. I'm not going to deprive my body, and that goes for any time. If I'm craving a donut, because I notice every month now, that's been my thing. I don't even have a sweet tooth, but I go to Krispy Kreme every month now to go get a freaking donut from there. It's crazy, but I'm not gonna deprive my body. If my body asks for something sweet, I give my body something sweet. I say, okay, I'm gonna have this one piece. This is what I'm gonna eat earlier in the day, and then I have like a meal plan in my head of what I'm going to do for like this specific time of the month, or I have a meal plan for what's going to happen for specific times of the month. And if it is not that time of the month, I also have a meal plan for, mental meal plan. Because, you know, I don't really make my meals the night before anymore. I just make them the same day now because I'm not as strict as I used to be. But I do a lot. Let's say I wake up at 10 or 11 today. Okay, I'm going to eat this meal. I'm going to have this donut and I'm going to have this coffee. And by 3 p.m., that's it. And I'm going to make sure that I have at least 3,000 steps for today. So that's usually how I wake up thinking about, you know, my meals and plans for the day. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure I left out a lot of information but this video is getting really long, and I did not plan my steps of conversation. I mean, I started writing notes about my weight loss, but I only wrote 2 things down. So yeah, you guys, that is what I have been doing. I am officially at a weight where I'm happy to maintain at for right now, but like I said, I'm gonna continue to maintain my weight just for a little bit, but then I'm gonna go ahead and kickstart that weight loss journey again for this upcoming fall, because we have another 10 to 15 pounds that need to be lost, because I'm trying to get rid of this belly completely. I'm trying to be slim, okay? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so if you have any questions for me, you can go ahead and leave them down in the comments section. Have you guys tried to lose weight? How is your weight loss journey going? You know, I haven't made a lot of videos about weight loss because I didn't want my channel to become a weight loss channel, but I'm always going to help out my sis and my bros, my aunties and my uncles, you know. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm always over here willing to help, and I know a lot of people like to, you know, go ahead and see other people's weight loss journeys and weight loss transformations. So I'm here to help, you know. I'm here to give my little tips. Now, if you guys really want me to go in depth, which I know some of y'all do, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I will continue to make this type of content because it can be fun. But I just wanted to go ahead and update you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.